Today we're going to check out the Magoffin Mansion before it closes down for renovations. This 19th century mansion in El Paso, Texas, the Magoffin House, is about to be closed soon. In fact, by the time you see this video, it probably will be closed. And it will be closed until 2027. This place is so full of unique artifacts and antiques. Shows what life in 19th century El Paso was like before electricity, running water, and how the rich lived. This is going to be the outside of the house. So across the street is the visitor center. That's also where the parking is going to be for this place. Tours are done at the top of the hour. And at the time of making this video, I believe the tour is about $15. So let's go and walk inside. This initial room here is where the tour is going to start. This room was originally designed to hold a huge table that the Magoffin family had bought 8 years prior to this mansion being built. And the mansion, you can say, was actually built around this actual table. So I was waiting for the tour to start. I decided to take a peek inside some of the rooms and kind of see what's going to be coming up here with some of the antiques and artifacts. And this is actually one of the rooms that they already started to renovate and started to work on. There is, notice that the dirt underneath it, there is no foundation to this house. It's all just Adobe that was just placed right on the ground. So here's some 3D viewers here where you can look at old pictures and see them in 3D. And this is the table that I was just showing you a minute ago. So as you walk around the house, there's just some of the coolest, neatest things that you're going to find all over the place. So everything from some antiques. There's an ice box there right below that picture. This ice box, people used to actually deliver ice back in those days, and they would put it in there, and then that's how they kept their drinks cold. And as well as an old vintage piano. Now this items that you're seeing in there, majority of the stuff actually was owned by the Magoffin family themselves. And if it wasn't actually Magoffin, they're still going to be period antiques. This Blowfish actually apparently belonged to the Magoffin family. Can't say it was stuffed because you can see it was hollow from the mouth. Don't know why it was in there, but it was interesting. And so moving on from the Blowfish, you can see that the pictures on the wall are all members of the Magoffin family. That's an old telephone book right in front of there with a desk. And that is a real telephone book from the time period, by the way. And while we're watching the video, if you could just do me a favor and quickly hit the like button. This doll there, I was told, actually creeps people out by the person that was giving us the tour. But there's going to be another doll that I'm going to show you that I think is a lot more interesting, actually. And as we go around the room, we come across this rocking chair. This rocking chair is said to move by itself on a regular basis. Now, the tour guide was a little skeptical. She thinks it's just when people walk by, it causes it. That bed there, the mattress, actually, that's a real bed from the Magoffin family. And it was interesting, it was stuffed with hay. I don't know why that picture was underneath that pipe. And then there's a chamber pot there. So they did have an outhouse. There's no bathrooms in here. So if you had to go to the bathroom, you either had to use a chamber pot or you had to go outside to use the outhouse, I meant. And the interesting thing is that there was no hallways between these rooms. One bedroom literally bored another one. This one was given to one of the 12-year-old Magoffin girls when this was her birthday gift. And inside this crib, there's going to be a very unique, interesting doll there. It is actually a doll that belonged to her. It is a three-faced doll. Watch as it keeps turning. Very interesting piece. And this is some of the stuff that this girl had. That pitcher and basin there, well, they didn't exactly have running water, so that's how you kept yourself clean. And the old vintage dress actually belonged to the family. And these are, like I said, these are all 100% real artifacts here. I don't know exactly when it's going to close, but it's going to close soon. This was March 2025 when this video was made, so by the time you see this video, most likely it will probably already be closed for renovation, as they didn't have an exact date. And they're also not sure when the Magoffin house will reopen, but they're probably going to be in 2027. This is an area where they did have a couple guys. This was basically a guy's room back in the day. Shows some of the clothes that they may have wore. They're outside the mansion. They had this courtyard, and that's actually one of the more original ceilings. It was actually an area where they used to keep their coach inside. And so I just want to show you that just for the ceilings. Now this angel is actually supposed to be a weather vane. It's supposed to be, looks like a statue, but it's not supposed to be parched up high, but it's not. Some old photos. Now this room that we're in now, the Magoffin, I can't remember what her name is, but she was born in the year 1900. I remember she died in 1984 in that room that we're standing in right now, and these are her personal belongings. And still a lot of antiques, almost like she never left. And you can see how thick the walls were. Look at that window there. That's literally the thickness of the Adobe, which again, there's no foundation on this house. The Adobe was just built, and then the floors were just put over the dirt floors. And yet this mansion has been standing since 1872.